Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we are going to talk about probability. So probability, let's say A is an event. Probability of an event is favorable outcome over total outcome. So what does it mean? Favorable outcome means what the question is asking from you about the event over total outcome. Total outcome, so in how many ways, possible ways, this event can happen. So for example, if I have a box and there are marbles in this box, and let's say there are 3 yellow, 5 green, and let's say 7 blue. And the question is asking you that, so mix this box well and take one marble randomly. What is the probability of being yellow, being green, and being blue? So now, what was my formula? The formula was favorable outcome over total outcome. Favorable outcome, what is the question asking you? Yellow, how many yellow is there? 3 over, and total outcome, how many marbles is there in there? 3 plus 7 plus 5, which is going to be 15. So that will be 3 over 15, and you should simplify it, 1 over 5. And for the green one, favorable outcome, what the question is asking from you? Green, how many is that? 5 over total 15. That will be 1 over 3. And for the other one, blue, favorable outcome, how many blues are there? 7. Altogether 15. That's going to be your answer. So now, so we will talk about the impossible, certain, and even event. Of course, there is going to be likely and unlikely events too. So what do they mean? Probability of something, let's say a event again, is in between 1 and 0. So it can be 0 or bigger than 0, or it can be 1 or less than 1. It cannot be bigger than 1. It can be like 2, 3, 4. It cannot be negative 2. You can say that probability of something is negative 1, something like this is not possible. So if the probability of something is 0, you can say this one is 0%, okay, or you could call this one as impossible event. And if the probability of something is 1, you can say 100%, or you can say certain event. We are going to solve some question about this just in next page. And the probability of something can be 1 over 2, which is going to be 50%. That will be 50-50 chance or even event. So if probability of something is between 0 and 1 over 2, it is going to be unlikely event. If it is between 1 over 2 and 1, is going to be likely event. All right, so now let's have a look at this question. So the question 1, estimate the probability for each of the following events given below. State whether the probability is impossible, likely, a 50-50 chance, unlikely, certain. You cannot tell with the given information. Substantiate your answer. So the first question, event A. The question is saying that in South Africa, you will write a mathematics examination at the end of grade 9. So that's going to be 100%. because you will need to write one maths exam, whether math literacy or pure maths or advanced maths, one of this one. I mean, at least pure maths or math literacy. So that's going to be probability of this, let's say A is 100%, certain event. And for this one, event B, a low energy light bulb, which is expected to last for 300 hours, blows after 2 hours. See, all information are given. Probability of something was that favorable outcome, what the question is asking you, over total. So now let's say probability of B. What is the question asking you? For 2 hours. See, favorable outcome. 2 over total, 3 hours. 300 hours is going to be 1 over 150. So as you know, this is less than 1 over 2 and is bigger than 0. So that's going to be unlikely event. Unlikely event. And see, if you throw a coin, you will get tail. In a coin, there are head and tail. So when you throw a coin, you will get head or tail. That means you will have total 2-way, and the question is asking you tail. How many tails is there? 1. 1. That's going to give you even event. All right, let's have a look. Next question. A coin is flipped. Find the probability of obtained tails? As I said just in previous page, it can be heads or tail. And so for probability of being heads is going to be 1 head, or altogether we have 2 ways, or 1 over 2, or tail will be 1 over 2 again. So basically 1 over 2. And for the next one, we are rolling a die. What is the probability of A getting a number less than 8, B getting a number 9? So as you know, on a die we have numbers from 1 to 6. So basically we have 6 faces. And the number for the first one, probability of A, let's say, the number less than 8 is going to be certainly less than 8 already. So that's going to be 100%. And for this one, getting a 9, so there is no 9 on the die already. So that's going to be probability of B, let's say 0, which is impossible. You can say 0%. For the next question. All right, let's have a look at the next question. The next question says that a coin is tossed 3 times. What is the probability of getting all the time heads? So if you are tossing 3 times, there will be 8 ways, in different ways indeed. So which are, the first one can be tail, second one tail, third one tail, or it can be tail, tail, head, or it can be tail, head, tail. It can be tail, head, head. It can be head, tail, tail. It can be head, tail, tail, and let's see. It can be head, head, and head. It can be, let me see, tail, 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 head. So head, head, tail, and it can be head, tail, and head. Let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be that 2, 4, 8. Yes, 8 different ways. It cannot be any other different ways. So even if you want to know from the formula is going to be 2n. So does n represent how many times you toss. That will be 2 power 3, which is 8. So there is 8 different ways. And from there, what is the probability of getting all the time heads? That means head, head, head. And you see there is just one way out of 8. So which is going to be probability of getting head, head, head equals to just 1 over 8. That is going to be 1 over 8. And the next one, we are rolling a die. What is the probability of an odd number to come up? Okay, so on a die, we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers are there. And so the question was saying odd number. Odd number, how many of them are odd number? When I look at them, I see 1, 3, and 5. So that means what was the formula? Formula of, let's say, for this event, A again. Probability of A equals to the favorable outcome. What the question is asking you? Odd numbers, 3 over. Altogether, how many I have? 6, which is going to be 1 over 2. You could say 50% for this one too. All right, so thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for the joining the lesson and listening to me. Have a good day. Bye.